super, super lovely. For today's video, I am going to be sharing with you all my curated Valentine's Day perfume tray, and it was requested to share my favorite date night fragrances, so I thought that I would share that with you today, but with a Valentine's Day twist, because this month is all about love. So sit back and relax. So, I am first going to share with you two fragrances that were sent to me. And this is not sponsored, they are just so sweet and so kind. And I have talked about this company before, but this is Dossier, and they make inspired fragrances. And I must say, they truly do smell like the real thing. So you get luxury quality at a very fair price. And all of their fragrances are sustainably made. I love their bottles as well. Their bottles are so very chic. I think my favorite part is that they always put all of the notes on the label. And I love knowing the notes. I wish all brands did this, so you don't have to go crazy looking them up on Fragrantica like I do. I'm pretty sure that's just a me problem. But let me show you the two fragrances that I decided to choose. So, the first one is Floral Marshmallow. And I wanted this one because, to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan on what this fragrance is inspired by. However, I heard that this is better than the original, and I must say they are absolutely right. So we have here Floral Marshmallow, and this fragrance is inspired by Killian Love Don't Be Shy. And I'm going to read off the notes first, and I'll tell you why I prefer this one to the original. So we have top notes of marshmallow, neroli, and bergamot. We have middle notes of orange blossom, honeysuckle, jasmine, and orris. And the base notes are amber, vanilla, and musk. Now, the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of Killian Love Don't Be Shy, and I actually have a sample of this. I was sent a sample of this from Lucky Scent. I had the original. I gave it to my sister-in-law because she loves it. So I was like, take it, because truly I'm not going to use it. And concentration level. So 18% concentration for this guy. And the other fragrance that was sent to me is powdery orange flower. I'm really trying to love orange flower. However, this is a fragrance that I really do enjoy the original. I actually have a travel size. I have a little mini of it. This is the original. And it is inspired by, I have the card here, Valentino Viva. So the concentration level of this guy is also 18%. But let me read the top notes. So we have mandarin, bergamot, and ginger. The middle notes are orange flower, white flower, and gardenia. And the base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, and musks. So I gotta say, spot on. Spot on. I truly cannot tell the difference. I really can't. No. It's crazy. They smell exactly the same. Now, what I love about powdery orange flower is that it is like a vivacious but warm fragrance. So it starts out with that burst of citrus from the ginger and the mandarin, and you do get it throughout the fragrance. Like, it never leaves you. It does kind of, settle down a bit, but yeah, overall it's a very, warm and again cozy fragrance. And I love it because you do smell all of the notes. You smell a touch of that vanilla, you smell that like creamy tonka bean, and you do smell the musk. If you like fragrances like YSL Lieb, then this is like right up your alley. It's similar in terms of like the scent category. So it's another great one that I also love layering as well, but I do love this alone. And in comparison to the other one, floral marshmallow, this is like a more muskier orange flower, and this one is a much more sweeter orange flower. But they are both like prominent orange blossom fragrances. So, lastly, before we get to the other fragrances, they always come in a box like this. So, super cute. Definitely check out Dossier. I love all of the scents that I have in my collection. I have quite a few now, and they're all my little babies, my little babies. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into my perfume tray. I would hold it up, but it weighs an arm and a leg, so we're not gonna do that. So the first one here is from Confessions of a Rebel. Confessions of a Rebel. And this one is called Bite Me. This is such a Valentine's fragrance. Seriously. And for date night, for Valentine's Day, I want to smell slightly edible. I don't want to smell like sickly sweet, but yeah, I either want to smell like femme fatale. I want to smell sweet. I just want to smell good. Okay, if I'm smelling like a snack, then we're winning. So, here we have Bite Me. I will say that their entire line is amazing. They have another fragrance called collection. This is the strawberry perfume of my dreams. And I have fragrances like Burberry Elixir, which is like a creamy strawberry. I have the Kate Spade fragrance, which is more of like a fresher strawberry, but like this one hits different. It hits different. So the main accords of this one is fruity, sweet, floral, and rum. And this one doesn't have too many notes. We have strawberry, vanilla orchid, red apple, rum, and jasmine. So we have 2 fruits, we have 2 florals, and then we have rum. Let me tell you, this is the most delectable, most mouth-watering strawberry you will ever smell. All of the other notes, they definitely play a part in this, but oh my goodness. So I don't know if it's the rum or the florals. I feel like it's the rum that gives this almost like a caramelized strawberry effect. This is a grown-up strawberry. It's very sexy, it's very flirty, and the name Bite Me says it all. Says it all. This is a gem, and I feel like this brand, Confessions of a Rebel, is so very underrated. So very underrated. Love this fragrance so much. If you like it sweet, if you like it fruity, you will love it. You will love it. Next up is another niche brand, and I feel like this brand is also quite underrated, but we have Brown Girl Jane, and this is Casablanca. Casablanca, Casablanca. I would describe this fragrance as a powdery, cozy fragrance, but we have a little bit of spice, we have a little bit of smokiness because we have an incense note, and we have marshmallow. I mean, the best of all the worlds, okay? It is truly a masterpiece. It really is. I love the domed cap. The domed cap definitely hits different. I do not know why. I just know it does. It does. Okay. The main accords are powdery, amber, warm, spicy, musky, woody, sweet, leather, smoky, floral, and balsamic. We have top notes of marshmallow, incense, and cardamom. We have middle notes of suede, vanilla orchid, and saffron. And we have base notes of sandalwood, musk, and amber. This is definitely a grown-up marshmallow scent. And all of these notes really mesh together. pistachio scent. So, we have main accords of vanilla, sweet, amber, fruity, woody, aromatic, citrus, lactonic, nutty, and warm, spicy. The top notes are cloudberry and bergamot. The middle notes are whipped cream and pistachio. And the base notes are benzoin and musk. I feel like this is one of Marc Jacobs' best scents in terms of the Daisy line, because he has some other bangers like Decadence and Perfect. But yeah, this one hits different. Now, even though there's pistachio and there is a like whipped cream note, that cloudberry really plays a big part in this fragrance, and it almost makes this fragrance slightly tart, slightly tangy, which I personally really like. I really love that aspect. So it gives that like tangy, fruity note, and then the whipped cream gives it a bit of a lactonic flair, and then we have the nuttiness of the pistachio. But the benzoin and the musk, brings down the sweetness, because all of the other notes can get quite sweet. So I think it's perfect. Not too many notes in this, but they all play a wonderful part in making this fragrance really special. So love the bottle, love the fragrance. I have another one from this line as well with the pink bottle, and it's a bit of a fresher fragrance. So okay, next up we have this fragrance from Perla. With the gems, and we do have a heart. So of course this made it to my Valentine's tray, and it's pink. I love the frosted bottle. Perla. My aunt had a dog called Perla. She was a poodle. So, this fragrance is also quite sweet, a bit fresher than some of the other fragrances that I have shared with you. But I think this would make a perfect date night fragrance. So let's read about it. This one is such a sexy fragrance and perfect for when you are heading out to that special occasion. is so amazing. And this is a fragrance that just gets better on your skin. It sounds like a cooling globe. This is really, really great. I want to say, looking at the notes that really stand out to my nose are definitely the mandarin orange for sure. I smell the peony, so there's definitely peony in this. I don't really smell too much white pepper. I definitely smell again the orris and the ambroxan. Yeah, it's really, really good. So, next up, we have a scent from Thea. I have several of his fragrances. They are all amazing. I love them all equally. They're so unique. And I have a lot of his like 1 ounce bottles. I love them so very much. And I love the fancy caps. They're all like marbled. So this one is Ooh La La. Ooh La La. Ooh La La. All of them have like French names, so Ooh La La just screams Valentine's, you know. Obsessed. If you love sandalwood, you will eat this up. You will eat this up. Okay, the main accords: woody, powdery, nutty, iris, warm spicy, sweet, vanilla, earthy, tobacco, and musky. Here is where like the femme fatale comes into play, you know. She's sweet, but she's spicy too. So the top notes are hazelnut and saffron. The middle notes are orris and tobacco. And the base notes are sandalwood, tonka bean, and white musk. I can truly smell all of these notes. Truly, truly. This is the most creamiest sandalwood, and it's a bit nutty with the hazelnut, and you get a little bit of a bite of the saffron. Saffron gives it a little bit of a kick, lends an almost leather quality to this fragrance. I think saffron has become so popular, with like Baccarat Rouge by 40 being like one of the, if not the most popular fragrance. And saffron does offer such like a niche quality to a fragrance. It just hits different, right? It feels so much more expensive with saffron. Which saffron is an expensive note. But yeah, this is great. This is creamy, powdery, woody. I know why this fragrance is called Ooh La La, because it is a head turner. It really is. It's intoxicating. Intoxicating. Okay, next up we have a little baby of a Cali fragrance. This is the Wedding Silk Sandal 36. And if you know about your fragrances, you know that she doesn't make special. It needs to come back. It needs to come back. It needs to be permanent because truly this is one of Kayali's best fragrances. So it is such a shame. But we have here main accords of sweet, vanilla, powdery, woody, musky, white floral, amber, floral, and fruity. So the top notes are champagne, freesia, and blackcurrant. The middle notes are nectarine, praline, jasmine, orange blossom, and May rose. And the base notes are vanilla, sugar, sandalwood, musk, amberwood, and oak moss. This fragrance is absolutely breathtaking. It is so romantic. It is sweet, but it's not like sickly sweet. Like, it is a grown-up sweet, and you can definitely smell like the praline. You can smell like the fizziness of the champagne at the top. I love freesia. Freesia is a floral that needs to be used more often. It is such a flirty floral. Like, it's a fun floral. Where like rose would be like a serious floral, freesia is a fun one. We have beautiful florals in this: jasmine, orange blossom, rose, and you really smell the vanilla and the sugar, and definitely like the woody base. And this is a fragrance that like shifts as it settles into your skin, and you could really smell all the layers that makes this fragrance so special. Again, so love this one. It needs to come back. It needs to come back. I know when this juice gets really dark, that's when the magic really will happen. But yeah, it's good. Next up, this is for those of you who don't need nobody, this Valentine's. But this is from Killian. Look at this bottle. Just look at this bottle. It's actually the wrong way. There you go. We have Killian right here. And this is the OG bottle. The OG bottle. Now, it is in a basic rectangular bottle. No thank you. No thank you. I want my bottles to look different. Like, look at that. Are you serious? So this is I Don't Need a Prince by my side to be a princess, also known as Killian Princess. And this one here is a green, sweet, cozy vanilla scent. What makes this slightly green is the matcha. The matcha. So if you are a lover of matcha or tea fragrances, this is just perfect. So the main accords are sweet, vanilla, powdery, warm spicy, fresh, green, amber, and citrus. Sometimes it's really interesting reading the notes because although this is a marshmallow matcha, there isn't a matcha note listed. So the top notes are lemon. The middle notes are green tea, ginger, peach, hedione, jasmine, and apple. And the base notes are marshmallow, vanilla, and benzoin. So again, this is just a fluffy, cozy, warm, sweet vanilla fragrance. some of the best bottles, period. I love the crystal top. I think my favorite bottle is definitely Yum Pistachio because it is a frosted bottle. I really wish that she would make more frosted bottles. I love a good glossy bottle, but they get dirty really quick. So, Kiali Burning Cherry is obviously a cherry fragrance. This one is quite interesting because it has a Palo Santo note and this cherry. Honestly, I think this is my favorite cherry in my collection. I don't think that this leans medicinal. To me, this does not smell like a cough syrup or anything like that. It's not giving me bad memories, you know. a heliotrope. And I love the neroli in this at the top. So it has a little bit of that like orangey, like Pez candy kind of scent. Like that fizzy orange scent that neroli often gives in a fragrance. And then you have that raspberry note. Iris again gives that powderiness. So we have a lot of like powder players in this. It smells a little bit like makeup. It's so good. It's so good. I don't really smell the caramel too much, but it's just like a creamy, fluffy vanilla scent. Really, really good. Really magical. Perfect date night scent. And again, the name says it all. The name says it all. Okay, next up we have, and of course this was going to make it to my Valentine's fragrance tray. We have a heart. And this fragrance is from Escada. And this is Show Me Love. Show Me Love. This is supposed to be a gourmand. And there's not too many notes. Not too many notes, but this essentially is a blueberry fragrance. I do believe this is like my only blueberry fragrance that I have in my collection. I will say, when you first spray this, you get like a very fresh blueberry, and as it settles onto your skin, you get more of that sweetness. So the main accords are sweet, fruity, almonds, and vanilla. The top notes are blueberry, the middle notes are jasmine, and the base notes are macarons and blueberry again. So we have two blueberry notes in this, a little bit of jasmine and some macarons. So we have that like French cookie note that again gives it that sweetness and a little bit of the nuttiness. Because macarons, aren't they made from like almond flour? And then jasmine. This is really quite, for like a designer, person said, surprisingly, it does not feature rose in the notes. It's a delectable cacao and a little nutty and a tiny bit of synthetic chocolate. Very wintry and perfect for Valentine's Day. I don't really get anything synthetic. I don't get no synthetic unless, you know, they're talking about the musk, but no. This is good. This is like white chocolate. White chocolate. It is good. Okay. Next up, we have, let's see, we have Flur. This is sort of in the same vein as Killian. I don't need a prince by my side to be a princess. We have Flur. Not your baby. Not your baby. Very. And I absolutely love Flur's bottles. They are so good. And every fragrance that I have from Flur, I'm like, no, this is my favorite. Then I smell the other one. No, this one's my favorite. They're all so good. They're so good. They make me mad. They're so good. They make me angry. This does have a vibe to Jo Malone's Mimosa and Cardamom, or Cardamom and Mimosa. I don't know which way it goes, but it's very similar to that fragrance. But this one is like the sweeter, more gourmand version of that. It is mouth-watering. It truly is. So, here we have a powdery palette of mimosa and violet, passing through the top notes of aromatic cardamom and shimmering bergamot, before plunging into milky vanilla, tonka bean, and sensual sandalwood. Cardamom, mimosa, and vanilla milk are the main players of this fragrance, and I believe they call it a vanilla mousse, but this is such a dreamy fragrance, okay? I love mimosa, which is a yellow floral, and it does lean powdery in the absolute best way. Violet is also a powdery floral, so I guess that's like the play in the name, because it is a powdery fragrance, not your baby. Cardamom is supposed to be a bit spicy, but I don't get too much spice with this. I get the vanilla. It's very creamy, very powdery, and very sweet. Actually, let me see if I can pull up Then a woody heart transforms into a burst of floral petals with suede wrapped in silk, leaving you hooked. I really enjoy the suede note in this. The suede note is done so masterfully, okay? It does give quite a texture to the fragrance, but it is such a smooth suede. And it makes it so intoxicating, so I really, really enjoy this. The Delina profile smells like a doll's head. You know what a baby doll head smells like. Yes, yes you do. It smells similar to that in the best of ways, so I love it. Okay, next up we have Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. Of course, such a Valentine's fragrance. We have a heart in the middle, and it's called Devotion. So, enough said. This one is quite sweet as well. It does give a little bit of Killian. Love Don't Be Shy. But it's not sickly sweet, so it's still doable for me. So this is a warm floral, and this has candied citrus, orange blossom, and vanilla. And it says here, this Eau de Parfum contains top notes of tantalizing and candied citrus, a heart note of orange blossom, and a base note of alluring vanilla. This also has, I do believe, a dessert note. Let me look it up on Fragrantica. Devotion. So, the main accords are vanilla, sweet, white floral, powdery, citrus, like tonic, and rum. And let's see. Yes, we have a panna cotta note in the middle notes, as well as rum. So that definitely changes the game. And this lemon is definitely like a sugary lemon, like a lemon candy, a sugared lemon candy. Yeah, it's really good. The rum gives it a little bit of depth. And I don't really find rum to make a fragrance like too boozy or anything like that. Again, I feel like rum gives like a caramelized quality to a fragrance, but that could just be me. But if you like citrusy vanillas, then I think you would enjoy this. The next one has to be one of my favorite bottles. This is Penhaligon's The Favorite. Look at this bottle. It has a velvety bow. This is sparkling. It has a little bit of musk to it. The sandalwood gives it a little bit of a woody kick, but nothing too crazy. It reminds me of Perfumes de Marley's Valaya. They're actually quite similar. I think that it could be the musk. They're not identical, but they give off like similar vibes, as well as Ex Nihilo's Flur Narcotic, which I believe is Hailey Bieber's signature scent. This is really, really romantic and again sweet, but like in a charming way. Not like actually sweet. I wouldn't really consider this sweet. Is that a main accord? No. It's just a beautiful, delicate, powdery floral scent with some musk and sandalwood, and it is just a delight. It truly is. So, there you go. There you go. Okay, next up we have a fun one. I should have put this one first, but this is from Marissa Zapis, which I absolutely love her. She is a niche perfumer and she makes magic. She really does. This one is called the Pink Bedroom. The Pink Bedroom. And it says here, by Marissa Zapis for Portia Munson Museum of SEX. So, we have a pink heart. This is absolutely perfect for Valentine's. Oh my goodness. And it's so unique. sugar, ozonic notes, Jeanette, which I believe is like an animal-derived fragrance, like a musk, jasmine, lily of the valley. Then we have base notes of vanilla, white musk, and heliotrope, as well as benzoin. Can't forget the benzoin. This is so good. This is soft and powdery. And you can smell that lychee. Like, lychee is so good, guys. Lychee is so good. This is such a magical fragrance. Another celebrity fragrance that is just outstanding. I love the lychee in this, and I've become obsessed with lychee fragrances. And this is one of the best lychee fragrances, in my opinion. It is just like a top note, but I can definitely smell it. I can smell the heliotrope. I can smell a little bit of the ozonic notes. It's musky. It's powdery. It's soft. It's so pretty. So pretty. So, highly recommend. I'm kind of kicking myself because I have a lychee fragrance that definitely is perfect for Valentine's Day or just like date night in general. It is a syrupy sweet lychee. It's from Indulge and it's called Monacara, and it's everything. But save that for next time. Maybe that'll be in my spring rotation. But okay. And we have Kenzo Amour, which I didn't get the notes. I did not get the notes. But Kenzo Amour is one of my favorites. This is another fragrance that is quite fluffy, quite comforting. It smells very similar to Dior Hypnotic Poison, the EDT version. Very important because the EDP smells very different. The EDP of Hypnotic Poison smells like licorice, whereas the EDT smells like Play-Doh. A little bit of marshmallow, a little bit of rice too. This has a rice note. But let me pull this up. I can't believe I forgot about this one. Kenzo Amour. I've had this for quite a bit, and I don't know, I feel like this is like a top 10 for me, but it's very hard to say it now, but this is so good. Okay, so the main accords are vanilla, floral, powdery, lactonic, sweet, savory, tropical, balsamic, musky, and amber. And the notes are, we have top notes of rice and white tea, so a little bit of greenness happening. We have middle notes of frangipani and cherry blossom and heliotrope. I love all of those florals. We have base notes of vanilla, incense, musk, Tanaka wood, which I have never heard of Tanaka wood, but it's working. It's working. I love a good rice note, and this is the very fragrance that made me fall in love with rice notes, and then I was on a craze to find more. Rice notes definitely give a savoriness to our fragrance and a powderiness to our fragrance. If you have ever cooked with rice and ever like cleaned rice, you know that it leaves like a milky, like it makes the water milky, right? Because rice in general is powdery, right? So rice in a fragrance kind of has that same component, and I just really adore this. I need to wear this more often. This fragrance just makes me happy, and that's the main thing. Like, get a fragrance that makes you happy. I don't think I talked about this one either, which is Kayali's Eden Sparkling Lychee 39, and the notes are right here, so I'll just list the notes. Blackcurrant, Sparkling Lychee, Rose Damask, Candied Violet, Sugared Amber, and Sandalwood. And this is another lychee scent that smells almost like It's tangy, it's sweet, and it just hits you. It's very like effervescent and just happy. Well, yeah, you get that at first spray, and then you start to get the powdery violet, and yeah, the lychee, of course. The lychee is very sparkling. I don't know if there's a champagne note in this. I do believe there is, which probably adds to the sparkling essence of the lychee. This is a very fun lychee. Plays so nicely with other fragrances. I actually love it paired with this Kayali. So good. But this also pairs really nicely with young pistachio. It pairs nicely with so many scents. What I will say is this kind of performs like an EDT, and I do believe this is a just regular perfume. I'm not quite sure, but the longevity isn't that great, so you kind of have to spray a lot. But this is kind of interesting because when you first spray it, the potency is very light. It's very light. But then as it settles into your skin, it starts getting stronger. So I don't know what it is, but it is a good one. I'm glad that I have it in my collection. I have a lot of lychee scents now, so I don't know if this is my favorite lychee. But I will say I love the way that this opens up. It's incredible with that gummy bear note. Like, there's no gummy bear note in this, but if you know, you know. If you've smelled this, I actually have like a gummy bear fragrance from Flur. It's called Mood Ring. That has like a gummy bear note. It's really nice. But yeah, I love Kaylee. I mean, she could do no wrong. She just creates magic. So, and look at the bottle. I love this color. Just screams Valentine's to me. Okay, guys, so I do believe that is all of it. That is all of it. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have a favorite date night scent, leave it down below. If you have a favorite Valentine's scent, leave it down below, and actually let me know what you are wearing this Valentine's, or what you already wore this Valentine's, depending on when you were celebrating. I know it's kind of like an odd day to have Valentine's on a Wednesday, so I think a lot of us are going to be celebrating on the weekend or already celebrated